What if fear didn't control you anymore? Imagine walking into any room, taking any risk, chasing any dream without hesitation. Sounds impossible? Let's change that. Welcome to 5 Minute Genius, the channel where we break down human behavior, psychology, and growth so you can become the strongest version of yourself. Today, we're talking about something that separates ordinary lives from extraordinary ones: fearlessness. Because deep down, fear is the one thing that quietly runs most people's lives. It stops them from speaking up, from chasing big dreams, from living the life they really want. But there are people who seem to have broken free, who move through life with quiet confidence, who take bold actions even when the world is watching. This video is about understanding why they are fearless and how you can join them. The setup: understanding fear. Let's face it, fear is powerful. Psychologists call it a survival mechanism. Your brain is wired to avoid pain, risk, and danger. That's why fear feels so real, so heavy, so convincing. But here's the problem: in the modern world, most fears aren't about survival, they're about rejection, embarrassment, failure, and judgment. And when those fears control you, they rob you of opportunity. Think about the job you didn't apply for because you thought you weren't good enough, the relationship you didn't pursue because you feared rejection, the business idea you didn't start because you feared failure. Fear has a cost, and the cost is the life you could have lived. But here's the exciting part: people who become fearless aren't born that way, they train for it, they condition themselves to respond differently. And that's what we're going to explore next. The transformation: why people become fearless. Reason 1: they face fear intentionally. Fearless people are not without fear, they just refuse to run from it. Psychologists call this exposure therapy: gradually facing the things that scare you until your brain stops overreacting. They start small, they put themselves in slightly uncomfortable situations over and over until those situations feel normal, and then they level up. This is how Navy SEALs are trained. They don't wait for fear to go away, they practice staying calm under fire. Excitement: imagine if you did the same in your own life. Public speaking, tough conversations, difficult decisions. Over time, fear would stop being a wall and become a doorway. If this is hitting home, pause for a moment and ask yourself, what would your life look like if fear didn't hold you back? If that vision excites you, then hit subscribe to 5 Minute Genius right now. Because every week we break down powerful psychological principles like this so you can master your mind and unlock your potential. Reason 2: they change their story about fear. Fearless people don't see fear as a stop sign, they see it as a signal that they are on the right path. Neuroscience shows that fear and excitement light up the same part of the brain. The difference is in how you interpret the feeling. Instead of saying, I'm scared, they say, I'm ready. This mental shift is huge because fear is often a sign you're about to grow, and fearless people use that as fuel. Transition: urgency. This is critical because if you don't change the story you tell yourself about fear, you'll keep seeing it as danger instead of opportunity. Reason 3: they build courage through action. Here's the most important truth: fear doesn't go away by thinking about it, it goes away by acting in spite of it. Courage is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Fearless people understand that fear shrinks when you move toward it. They take action, even small action, because action rewires the brain. Each step tells your mind, this is safe, you can handle this, and soon the thing that once terrified you becomes just another Tuesday. The resolution: your path to fearlessness. So here's your next move. Pick one small fear, the kind that makes you uncomfortable but not frozen, and face it this week. Make that phone call, share that idea, take that risk. Then notice what happens. Your brain will try to resist, your heart will race. But when you act anyway, you prove to yourself that fear is not fatal. Do this again and again, and one day you'll look back and realize something profound. You've become the person other people look at and say they're fearless. And here's the urgency: you don't have forever. Fear will keep stealing opportunities as long as you let it. Every day you delay is another day fear wins. So start today. Take the smallest action you can towards something you fear. Then come back tomorrow and do it again. If you're ready to stop letting fear control your life, then subscribe to 5 Minute Genius right now, because the sooner you start training your courage, the sooner you step into the life you were meant to live.